What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Bad Dad Advice Podcast. This episode is brought to you by our friends at Bierstick. Bierstick is the life of every party. You want to spice up a family gathering. You want to spice up a bachelor party.
Family gathering.
Family gatherings can be spiced up.
I love we start with family gathering.
Spice up a family gathering. Spice up a bachelor party. Spice up a wedding. Spice up anything in your life.
A bat mitzvah, a bar mitzvah.
Bring the beer stick. Beer stick responsibly.
And check us out on YouTube if you want to watch him do that beer stick live and in person.
Also,
Well executed.
Also, you can go onto their website if you want to buy a beer stick of your own and use code DADVICE, DADVICE, for 20% off your entire purchase. And then I will also show you the beer bro. Oh, wait, no, we can't have nice things because I took it home to clean and forgot to bring it back. So I'm going to show you what regular drinking is like.
Sponsored by Chugging a Beer.
Yeah, right.
We have two sponsors, Bierstick and Chugging a Beer. The concept of chugging a beer.
You can't even chug a beer.
Dude, are you kidding me?
We're going to lose our sponsorship.
See, the beer bro, it hides bad drinkers. You know, I mean, you can't shove a flower in your ass and call it a vase.
What?
He's right.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you can't argue that.
But you can get a good look at a T-bone.
Exactly.
Oh, man. All right. Well, if this is your first time tuning into this podcast, we are four dads. We tell it like it is. We talk about just about everything. This podcast is really just an excuse for us to get together once a week when it's not football season. And we've reached a pretty major milestone, fellas. We went from thinking that this podcast was going to last 4 episodes to it has now crossed 4 quarters. We've reached a whole year.
Whoa.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
We made it.
And we actually have, it's not like we just did it and there's nobody listening. There are actual listeners. You're listening to this. Somebody's listening to this right now going, I'm an actual listener.
Yeah.
And there are others just like you.
This is this is way more successful than I think any of us could have possibly imagined.
Yeah, ever in a million years.
For sure.
By a lot.
So successful that our wives decided to do an episode, and you can check that out. It's called the Anger Momagement episode 42. And it was the episode right before this one. So go check out that and then come back and listen to this because we're going to talk a little bit about what the broads had to say.
Hated that.
Oh, that's funny.
Nice.
That's really funny.
Nice.
Yeah, so in honor of the 1 year anniversary of this podcast, we were able to convince, I don't know, whatever verb you want to use, get our wives to come on and do an episode of Anger Momagement. That's the female version of this podcast, and just have them give their 2 cents, how they think the podcast is going, maybe correct some lies that we may have said over the years. And that is out now on all of our platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Where else is that it? Are we on anything else?
We're all of them. Yeah,
All
there's
of
way more.
Anywhere.
iHeartRadio, all of them.
Anywhere you
All
get
of
your
them.
podcast.
Are we on iHeartRadio?
We
Really?
are. Yeah, we're on everything.
Yeah, everything.
Anywhere you get your podcast.
How do we
Just
get
say
this?
that.
How do we get this podcast on Sirius XM? Like
Very-
Howard Stern, where you at, dog?
Very carefully.
How do I get this?
Probably
on?
like, I don't know, like send a lot of emails. I don't know.
We also would have to be on the radio.
What? This is just.
I would.
It would also require you doing a little work.
Yeah,
Oh,
are you in for
I'm
that?
not doing that.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Well,
My
we'll
wife also took down a beer stick on that episode.
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah, she did.
And if you notice, there is a great moment that if you go back and check it out on the YouTube where Cardwell tries to he was in the room behind the couch. This is a little inside baseball. He was in the room behind the couch, and there's a moment where you can see him on the full shot cam crawling behind the couch, and you can clearly see him clear as day on all fours trying to crawl out of frame to get a beer in the middle of the episode. So go look for that
really
Easter
funny.
egg. It is absolutely a classic Easter egg. Oh my gosh.
That's really funny.
I played the fifth.
One of the things that Janie didn't want me to say on the podcast today, so I had to figure out a way to rephrase it to make it, find loopholes, right? That's because that's what marriage is all about, loopholes. Janie really didn't want me to say, hey, put in the comments whose wife is the hottest, right? We didn't want to we didn't want to open up that basket of worms. So instead of leaving that in the comments, I want you to put in the comments which one of the dads here outkicked their coverage the most. I think we're all in agreement that we all outkicked our coverage, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And if you don't agree with that, you're in denial. And I'm not talking about that river in Egypt.
Nice.
Okay.
Very good.
So, which dad here outkicked their coverage? All of the seats that we're sitting in now, our wives are sitting in the same seats in their episode. So, take a look at that episode 42, Anger Momagement. Which dad outkicked their coverage the most?
Yeah, it's not a question of who outkicks their coverage. It is who outkicked it the most.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
that's
my
for
wife
sure.
fucked my microphone
I know
up.
you're over there.
Dude, I'm like freaking out over here. It's insane.
I did not know where that comment was going. He was like, "Who outkicked their coverage?" My wife fucked. What?
Fucked up the mic.
Yeah, she did screw up that
Yeah,
mic.
it's a little. It's a little.
Dude, it's like, yeah,
it's too tall.
It's too tall.
bro, come on.
It's too tall.
A little bit. It's just like, it's all over the place.
A laugh track.
You got a laugh track?
Carmel is so
That's a terrible laugh track.
Carmel
But
wanted
like
to use all of these new sounds within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It inevitably happens every time.
a laugh track, man. Wow. Ask and you shall receive on this show. I love that.
I don't know if we talked about this actually live, but Abs has been wanting a laugh track for so long.
I think I said it on
We
like
said
2
it. Yeah, we
episodes
talked
ago, right?
about it. So thanks all you episode watchers and viewers and listeners. You've made our dreams come true. We are now allowed to hang out once a week.
Do we before we get into updates and everything, does anybody have anything from the Momagement that they want to talk about here? I've got a couple off rip. They talked about how me and Abs don't hang out one-on-one, and that is correct because we are an absolute liability. We have done it
could
one
be
time.
dangerous,
We have
yeah.
done it one time, and it did not end well.
Oh, yeah. When we were.
I don't know if you guys out there remember the song Trumpets by Jason Derulo. But we were sitting in the car before going in to get margaritas.
Like
and,
dollar margaritas. or
And
something
we
like
had a handle of Jack Daniels in the car.
that. Yeah.
Neither of us were driving.
Are you about to admit to breaking the
No,
law?
neither of us were
Ah.
driving. Neither of us were driving.
We were. All this was legal.
All this was legal. We had a handle of Jack Daniels in the house, and it's a car house. It's an RV.
Okay, good. Keep
And
going.
we were
So they were driving their house
keep
drunk.
digging yourself into a ditch. I like this.
Anyways, no, we were taking swigs of the Jack Daniels to the trumpet section.
I believe it was. We were just taking turns when the trumpet part went. You were just like ripping a bottle of Jack Daniels until the trumpet stopped.
Yeah.
So it was like.
It's like Roxanne.
It was
but for
like
trumpets.
it was like 10
Yeah, exactly.
second. It was like 10-second pulls
Yeah.
of
College was crazy.
a bottle of Jack Daniels
It's like the
throughout like
it's
a
like
4-minute
the
song.
Thunderstruck game.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Thunderstruck. Yeah,
but way more degenerate. Also,
disgusting.
I completely forgot that you had a man bun at one point.
Yeah.
That came up,
I remember that.
and that
It's
made me
dope.
so happy to remember that.
They were all like so shocked. They're like, he's so polished and he has like a job. It's like, yeah, like I have a job, I have a career, but like I like to have fun.
Yeah, party in the
Makes
back.
sense.
Right. Yeah, that's makes
It was
sense.
just party on top.
I think you should bring it back.
Party on the top, business on the sides.
I wouldn't really call it a man bun. I think it was more like a
It was almost
This
a
is
ponytail.
a
it was
sideways,
like a
sideways mullet.
little like samurai ponytail.
It's
Sideways
just-
mullet.
It's an undercut. It's just all. It's an undercut, right? Because I had like the whole thing go over.
Samurai ponytail.
I call it like, yeah.
It was I mean like, so my thing is why not? Like what's the big deal about having long hair, short hair? Who like why does
Long
it
hair
matter?
don't
I
care.
say that every time I order a Zinger Mountain Melt. Why not?
That's a little different.
No, it's the same, I think.
God, I can't even turn my head without hitting this friggin' thing.
I know, dude.
This is ridiculous.
Struggling.
They're not allowed back.
Wow.
There was something I was going to bring up that the ladies were talking about, but I think one of the things that was like they were saying that I wasn't like I'm so professional, and I don't really agree with that. But otherwise, I think like they did a pretty good job. They were a little
Yeah.
awkward, like very early on, like a lot of awkward laughter, and they didn't know how to get into it. And then Janie, the very first thing out of her mouth was that she is James's husband, and that was like, man, you really just ruined it immediately.
Yeah.
You know why that
No
was even like
retakes.
put in her head?
because Emily and I were talking at the house beforehand, and she's like, I don't even know what to say. I'm like, just go on, introduce yourself. I'm Emily. I'm Robo's husband. And I was like, wait, no, don't say that.
Yeah, that's exactly why. But I thought it went well. I thought they did a good job. I mean, you could definitely tell they were nervous and that they don't know what they were doing. But
yeah,
I think they got a new respect for us and how well this podcast comes off and how it sounds. And it's not as easy as it looks.
It's not.
like they were watching us get everything set up. And it was just a whirlwind of like me and Carmel, like, you got this. It was like we're using acronyms and we're running around. We're going, you got the CMO, you got this one, do you have this one, you have this, you have that plugged in, you have this plugged in. They're like, oh my God, what is going on? And then our kids were running around up here. They're like breaking stuff, breaking Legos everywhere. And we're like, okay, we got to get out of here. So yeah, I think they now have an appreciation that this is a little bit more of work than just hanging out. Just a little bit. But
and I think they realize it's actually like kind of fun.
yes.
Like
Also
They had a great time.
Yeah, like it's kind of
I think
fun
they
to do
enjoyed
it.
yeah, it's fun.
Dude, I feel like you can't hear me, and now I'm, oh, God.
You're so self-conscious.
I'm
so
big time, dude, and like I know my cord is super
It's like right
stretched.
there,
It's like,
yeah.
God, it's like blocking my freaking face.
Everybody comment how bad Robo does this episode. Let him know.
Dude, yeah, I won't be able to talk like at all because
He's
I'm like
so
so
flustered.
self-conscious about this microphone right now.
It sounds great. You're doing a good job.
All right, I'm doing my best.
So, all right, I think anybody else have anything else on the Anger Momagement episode?
I think the girls don't know how Madden ratings work. There were
That's
a lot of
69.
there were a lot of 100s given out. Like
Yeah, dude.
it's called the 99 Club,
I know.
ladies. Like what are you
and,
doing?
and they kept saying they ranked themselves.
Right.
Did nobody tell them it was the Dad's rating adjuster?
it was
Right.
the dating ratings.
They don't
adjuster.
get
I
it.
don't
They don't
get
get
it.
What are you doing?
And then I think the other thing was I think Strack gave they just clearly don't know how Dad ratings work and Madden in general. I think Strack said Robo's injury rating was a 100, which would mean that he never gets injured.
Exactly.
Right, and it's that, and like
I don't.
no, totally, you don't. You seriously, you don't.
But they were saying like I did it, like Trey did it, Trey did this, and I'm like, dude, I'm not the dad and rating adjuster. I'm just the conduit of how they got to the episode.
they just emailed it.
you know, they just told me, I put it on there, and that's how it goes. So
Right.
so
Makes sense.
what I told them is we will absolutely, no doubt about, this winter be doing a Madam ratings.
Ooh,
Love that.
And the wives will have their ratings put out, and then I think we can probably do an update on ours, right? The 2024 season.
Yeah.
2024 update to the Dadin ratings. So I think we'll do a Dadin and a Madam ratings episode, both of them, and that will be the entire episode.
I love that Trey brought this up like in the group text, and all that his wife said was, be careful.
99.
And Janie lowered my listening rating a lot.
That makes sense.
It's really accurate. And I think part of the reason why I'm a bad listener is, you know, they say like you shouldn't like have a pre-planned response like in communication, right? And that's how you become a good listener, because like you should listen to respond, not already have your response kind of thought out. But as a comedic genius that I am, and they all agreed that I am the funniest.
Jesus.
Timing is everything when it comes to comedy. And when I have something to say, I go, this is going to be funny, but I have to say it right now.
It's true.
So she thinks I'm not listening, but really what I'm doing is striking comedic gold.
I agree. I'm with you, man.
But
That's
they
like
don't-
that was
so-
like that was
so
like
they don't get it.
like I forget what episode. There's an episode out there that's the bidet episode, and like my comedic timing on the bidet to you, sir comment.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't listening to what you were saying.
Right.
I was simply waiting for the pause
Correct.
to interject the joke.
Correct.
You know, I didn't care what you said.
Right,
I
because
just
if
needed
you-
to bump.
Because if you listen and wait till they're done, then it's like, bidet to you, sir. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. You didn't just like, it's not funny. We're not even talking
We're not even
about that
talking
anymore.
about days anymore.
See,
Exactly.
The
See,
other thing too is I think she talked about, or maybe this was just like me and her together, was like we'll be in the car and she'll be talking and a banging song will come on the radio and I'm like, stop what you're doing. This song's awesome. And I crank that joker up. And again, it's the radio waits for nobody.
Speaking of songs, Megan called me out for making up my own jingles.
Yeah.
I've
What was up
never
with
heard
that?
you do
You
that.
never you don't make up your own jingles?
I mean, I do. Yeah, 100%.
I told
Everybody
Emily,
does
you know
it.
who it sounds like? She's like, oh, what are you talking about? I'm like, It sounds like Marshall from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
I'm opening the letter in the mail today.
I don't sing everything I do.
But like I like when I go on a road trip is when I do it the most. So like you guys really aren't like with me on road trips a lot, but like that's when I do it the most. But I think
We did it on the way to Blue Ridge.
I was gonna say
road sign that came by.
I was singing all the billboards and everybody was dying laughing because it was like
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was like
what was the nuts?
yeah,
It's like
something.
acorns or something.
Jeff's peanuts.
It was like some. Like,
there was like 6 billboards in a row of fucking Jeff's
the
peanuts.
North Georgia mountains had like pecans or something pecans.
That's what it
Yeah.
was.
It was like something pecans, and I was singing it, and everybody's dying laughing. I'm like, see, you guys appreciate my jingles. And
Yeah.
if I was doing that with Megan, she'd be like, can you shut the fuck up? Like about these fucking pecans. You've been singing for 30 minutes. But I like to do it. It's terrible 95% of the time, but then you hit gold for like
That's all it takes.
30
For
seconds.
6 signs in a row.
For 6 nights in a row, and you're like, yes, I did it. That's the best jingle ever.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, so I think it's hilarious, and I think that she's rightfully like, this is very annoying, but I defend my jingle making. They don't call me Jack Jingle Hammersmith for nothing.
Makes sense. I do want to correct. Nice.
Jack Jingle.
I do want to correct Emily and apologize to IHOP because she mislabeled
Oh yeah,
the
she
bacon
did.
temptation
Bacon
omelet.
temptation.
What did she call it?
I don't know. She said something with tomatoes. Do I look like a tomato in my omelet kind of guy?
TB12,
She
bro.
said the egg passion or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Egg tomato passion.
Right,
Or something.
dude.
Like, what?
Egg-tastic.
Get over yourself.
Are you
Bacon,
kidding?
bacon temptation versus egg passion. Dude, come on. Bacon temptation.
IHOP. I sincerely apologize for that.
Yeah. That was
Shout out.
Shout out
Bacon
IHOP.
temptation
Shout out IHOP.
is second to none.
Shout out IHOP.
it's pretty dang good. And it's keto.
I didn't
Hey,
care about
are we-
keto at the time.
Are we all still on keto?
No.
Nah.
I might get back on keto. My update will describe why. So I think we should get into what people are normally here for, which is some updates about our kids. So let's go to it.
So, anybody got any updates?
Yeah, I've got an update.
Oh boy, do I have an update for you.
Somebody give me a mother flippin' update.
So my update is Megan and Ivy flew to Canada yesterday.
Nice.
Which for those listening is a week ago.
Let's not get
Here
into
we
that.
go.
Let's
A
not
week
get
ago,
into
yesterday, tomorrow.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And so what were we just talking about before we jumped into this intro? I was
Keto.
listening.
I don't know, I wasn't listening.
Keto. So while she's gone for 2.5 weeks. So while she's gone, at some point I need to not order pizza and like get back on keto.
I saw
So you
I saw
ordered
the
pizza
large chips and
yesterday.
queso in the trash can when I went to throw out a paper towel downstairs, and there's a brown box says in pen large chips and queso.
That was High Tide Burrito.
Oh, you ventured all the way over there for that?
See, you changed your mind.
That's a long drive over there for that.
I was hanging out with Cardwell today.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Me and
fuck
Trey,
me, right?
and Trey aren't a liability.
Fuck me. Nobody called me to hang out.
You
Sick.
said you had like a million things to do today.
I was busy today.
All right, so I got to get back on keto while they're gone. But my update is the kid and the wife did a travel. My son is November will be his 2 years. So I don't know. Somebody do the math on that. Just under 2 years old.
Yeah.
One of the things they did was check all their bags. So no like rolly luggage bag, just one backpack, and this contraption that holds a car seat on it, so that you can lock it in on the plane. So the kid has a car seat on the plane.
Oh, nice.
So she's literally just pushing Ivy around on this, like it looks like a dolly or like a what's the word I'm thinking of with the little car?
dolly.
Yeah,
That's a
dolly.
Just a dolly.
Yeah.
So it's just like looks like a little dolly. Put the car seat on it, lock the kid in, and what that did was enabled him to nap, which he did not do when we flew when he was 8 months old. Last time. So he was able to nap more, and she said it was on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 3 or a 4 in terms of difficulty. 10 being the worst. It's pretty good for having
That's
a
really
little
good.
monster run around. He napped a little bit, didn't go too crazy. Had I think every single flight, so it's 3 flights to get from where we are in Jacksonville to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and he pooped on every flight. 3 flights, but no blowouts, no craziness. I think she said the one disaster was somebody next to her spilled a Diet Coke on her. So not Ivy, somebody else spilled on her. I think
Bitch.
it might have been Ivy might have kicked the cup out of her hand. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to respond make a joke, so I wasn't listening like I should be. But yeah, so that was their travel day experience. So now I'm here 2.5 weeks by myself. One of the things I got to do is get on keto. So I did a bunch of cleanup stuff yesterday. We got a boys' day coming up next week on Saturday. Oh, yeah. I got stuff out on my patio that I gotta clean up. I told Robo, I haven't told you guys. I had a gas leak on my patio.
What?
Yeah, like one
underneath
of the little water feature. There was chlorine in it, and it like ate up the gas line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I had to get that replaced. So now I'm going to go mess with that stuff and try to figure out a better way to like not have the moisture anywhere near the gas line, try to get all that stuff separated. I got some lighting up on the patio.
How did chlorine get in it?
It's because we put in chlorine in it.
Oh, okay.
To clean it.
Like, because it's getting like algae and moldy, and so we put a little chlorine in there.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah, so that ate it up. But now, note to self, chlorine and metal doesn't go well together.
Is there like a less
Keep trying.
less harsh? Yeah. Is there a less harsh like chemical you could use to try and clean it?
I'm not a chemist.
I'm sure there's something out there.
I would imagine.
Like, because there's like ways to clean your pool without actual chlorine.
Yeah, and the guy was like, "Is this salt water?" I was like, "No, it's got chlorine." And he's like, "Yeah, that'll do it." So I'm gonna get the lines replaced with like heavy duty rubber deals, and then replace the water in there. So that's one of the I got to do out back. I'll clean my grill, get some lighting hung up, mess with that. So that's one of the side projects I got to do. But then the big one while she's gone is like just try to get back on keto, because a chips and a queso and a pizza probably not doing it for me.
If you want, I'll help you out. I'll polish off the rest of that pizza you got over there.
Yeah, you got it. I brought it up here. I brought it up so you guys could eat it.
Or
also I have leftover chips and queso, and I got 2 CBG burritos so that I have one for tomorrow.
Or
I'll eat that.
instead of
sorry for the viewers, CBG chicken bacon guacamole it has Peruvian sauce in there. It is the single greatest burrito you've ever eaten in your life. High Tide Burrito, Jacksonville, shout out. It's amazing.
Yo, we should get them to sponsor us.
That'd be
Like a
dope,
local
dude.
place,
That'd be
dude.
dope.
Oh.
instead of Robo finishing off the pizza, you could just get a community pizza box.
We've talked about this on the
You
pod.
could do that, yeah. But I mean, either way, I'm gonna eat it.
Nah, let me get that. Let me get that CBG.
Dude, it's downstairs.
I'll go downstairs. I'll take a bite out before I leave.
Downstairs. So that's my update. Yeah, the wife and kid made it on the plane. They're up there. Did a great job.
How quiet is the house without everybody here?
So weird.
Yeah.
It's very clean though. So I'm not a very dirty person, and the kid doesn't mess everything up, so it's very clean. But yeah, very weird.
Nice.
Very weird.
We'll be back soon, and then you'll have a house full of guys next Saturday.
Next Saturday is
I'm
going to be
fired
bro
up for
day.
that.
I'm thinking that there's a very good possibility, and I don't want to make any promises to the viewing audience, but we might do a mid bro day podcast break
Could be reckless.
With all the bros?
with as many bros as want to participate as if they want to. They
I
can
won't be able to
participate.
come over till like that night. So
Well, we'll do a midnight
okay,
break.
I'm in with that.
Yeah,
Literally midnight.
literally
I'm coming
midnight.
over. I'll be here all day.
Let's
Jane
go.
doesn't know that yet, but
All right.
Sorry, go ahead. Who's next up?
Abs,
Let's
what
get
you
some.
got?
Let's get some updates here.
oh man, dude, back to school is Monday. Kids are back in school.
You're gonna be a PE teacher.
I've been spent this whole week pre-planning, getting ready for
Dodgeball.
the new venture of PE teaching, and I'm gonna be honest. I've been had a lot of anxiety this week. It's kind of leading into like a job that it's like a new job. You're going into a place and like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to be a PE teacher. I don't know it. Nice. But it's really different. I didn't see this coming. Like in math, right there, now there's a curriculum for PE. There's a curriculum for math. But in math, it's like there's like also like a pacing guide with it. Where math is like, all right, you're gonna do in this order inequalities for 10 days, and then you're gonna do equations for 10 days, and then you're gonna do the Pythagorean theorem for 5 days or whatever. And so there's like this whole pacing guide where it's like, you know what you have to teach and you know when you have to teach it. In PE, it's not like that. Like I opened it up expecting to see like, hey, you're teaching 7th grade PE or whatever. It's like you need to do basketball and football and and disc golf and pickleball. I don't know. I just made that up. But it's not like that. It's like you just need to cover all these standards, and it's like students are able to, safely move, and like it's like all this random stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, like, how does that work? And it's like, oh, well, you just like, you can just apply it to like any sport, right? And it's like, they're very vague standards that can apply to multiple different sports. So I have to like come up with the units myself and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh God, I don't know how to do that.
Do they still have to do the Graham Pacer test?
No, I don't think so.
What the hell
These
is that?
kids.
That was like
the
after
Graham Pacer test is a unit
I just asked
test.
what it was. You going more into detail as you go.
You guys didn't have to do that? Where you had to stand on one side of the basketball court, and then you would have to run to the other side, and then when at a
Tag.
certain point, it would just go ding, and then you have to go back to the other side.
That's like
It's like
after
Squid Games.
And then the longer that you went, the more times it went, it would go faster. So
Yeah.
towards the end, it would be like ding, ding, ding. Like, and these kids, the runners were like, by the end, sprinting across this basketball court, and they would be getting 67. You'd probably be sprinting a mile and a half.
Yeah, I think they started doing that after the presidential fitness
Okay, yeah.
challenge.
I did the presidential fitness
Yeah,
stuff.
I did presidential.
Is that like where you just touch your toes?
Yeah, well, like, like the sit,
Sit
and
and
reach,
reach,
box.
push up.
I'm much more of a sit and reach than I am a sprint back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
The sit
I
and
always,
reach.
always found a way to get out of the mile.
I
Hey,
was
coach,
like-
can we go back to the
it was
back to the stretching?
I think I pulled a hammy on the sit and reach. I can't run
everybody
the mile.
cheated on the sit and reach. It's like you got to have two kids holding your knees down, your feet are in that box, and you're like, and you just lean forward as far as you can, as fast as you can, and overextend your hamstrings, and then you snaps back like rubber band.
Every time I do it, I feel like I like poop my pants. Like every time I did that thing, it'd be like, oh man, I gotta poop my pants. It doesn't feel right.
That's
But
what
you don't want to look like the weak. You don't want to be like the non-flexible kid.
Thing that always got me was pull-ups.
Yeah,
Yeah,
zero.
pull-ups are, dude.
0 pull-ups.
Zero.
To this day, I can't do a pull-up. I can do like 2.
At one point after my shoulder surgery, my goal was to do a pull-up, and I did it, and I haven't tried again since then.
Smart.
I haven't tried since starting
I did
Insanity.
3.
I haven't tried, but I could probably bang out a couple.
Look at us. Collectively, we can do a couple.
I don't know.
I think we could do less pull-ups as a group than the number of people in the group.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That maths.
Yeah.
You think you can do 5?
You think you can do 5 pull-ups?
Can any of you do one?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think
I
Cardinal
don't
could do
know.
one or
I
two.
can do. When I went.
Are we talking-
Shout out PE gym.
Yeah, PE gym. Physical education.
I did 2.
Overhand or underhand?
Underhand.
Oh, underhand, I could do 0.
I think underhand. I could do 3, maybe 4.
That's good. Hey, I could say nothing.
So
I
if Cardinal
zero.
can do 2 and I can do 3, we're collectively 5.
We're set.
Yeah.
This is a fit bunch of gentlemen. Let me tell you something.
It's true. I mean, that's why people.
Yeah, watch out. 2028 LA. We coming.
If there was an Olympic sport that I could compete in, what would it be?
Breaking.
Breaking.
I'm glad you're saying this. Let's pause for 1 second because I've been seeing, and we'll get right back into these updates, but I've been seeing a lot of shit lately that people go, oh, so what? Like after 2 margaritas, I can be an Olympic gold medalist? Bitch, no, you can't. Those guys are professional breakdancers, and they are cutting the rug out there.
Did
okay?
you see
Did you
the
see
chick
the
from
chick from
Australia?
They're tearing it up.
No,
They're
she
tearing it up.
Did
No,
you
she
see?
wasn't.
I saw a thing on the internet that was talking about like a skier that just entered every single qualifier until she made it. It just like went. It just like went down the ramp. So like I think eventually, if you just went to enough qualifiers, you could make it for like some obscure country. I think you could
Yeah.
and then there was wasn't there like a Somali runner that did this too?
Well, did you
That
see
was like
the-
in last place.
Did you see this? I think there was like a swimmer who made the Olympics and I couldn't swim.
Oh, so that was. I heard this story. So it was. It was
Olympic
like
not
years ago.
drowning.
No. So this was a thing. It was years ago. I have no idea, like decades or whatever. But they did this thing for a while where it was, people would get invited just to get other countries in. Like it was like a free draw. Like you didn't have to qualify at all.
That's amazing.
So there was like 4 people in this thing, and it was some like African country, and the guy didn't know how to swim.
Couldn't swim.
And he went to like the fishing like boats for like a couple weeks and tried to get people to teach him how to swim. and they literally taught him just how not to die.
That's crazy.
And he got into his heat, and he was with 3 other people, and they all false started.
No way.
And he
all he
got
had to do was finish.
and he got in the pool, and this dude is like doggy paddling. He won his heat, but it was so slow that they refused to let him go to the next round.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a real thing. You can look. I saw that. It's real. I saw the video. It is completely real.
But aside from a sport in which you could just participate based on like like just everybody else sucks, or like you're just the only person that actually tried to get in. What about that guy, the shooting guy? What's his name?
The
Oh, the
assassin.
Turkish
Yusuf.
guy, Yusuf.
Yusuf.
Dude. Yusuf he won the silver medal, right?
Yeah.
That guy has
So-
that guy
I
has
think
multiple bodies.
And let me tell you something.
No doubt.
He won the silver on purpose. He didn't want. He ain't want him to know.
But you heard the story though. It's like he was like divorced or something, and
bet
was
he-
only shooting to like impress his kids or something like
That dude is a. I mean, he was like.
Divorced.
Everybody else has got the freaking monocle, glasses,
Yeah.
all this stuff. He's got flip flops on, hand in pocket,
Yeah.
one hand on the trigger.
So
a dog.
So if there was a sport that I think I could compete in the next Olympics, maybe it's that.
Don't let that guy fool you.
You don't think?
He
It's not that easy.
is an athlete.
But is there anything else that I could do? Because everything else requires more than just pull trigger. right?
Archery.
Breaking.
No, archery's tough, man. You gotta be strong to do that. You don't gotta be strong to pull a trigger.
Breaking.
I have no endurance.
The chick
could
from
break for-
Australia had no moves.
I-
She'd
I'll
be
literally-
okay.
all
She
I
literally
want-
went on
Dude,
like
look at
arm.
this, dude. Look at see that?
There was a guy on the internet talking about it. Oh, she's doing the T-Rex. She ended like this. She goes,
maybe like
I do the sprinkler.
maybe
She did it.
Yeah.
Somebody did the sprinkler. I did see the sprinkler. Maybe something like equestrian related. Like you're too fat to ride a horse,
Whoa.
but like
Whoa.
I think we all are too fat for the horses.
all right, that's acceptable.
But isn't the horse really doing like the horse should get the medal,
Dude, dressage is
not the dude riding the horse. The horse should get it.
dressage looks ridiculous, and I don't know what the rider's doing. I'm sure it's very, 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 very hard. But I do think I could just sit on a horse that does the routine.
Listen, that
I'm sure you got to make the horse.
kind of hang
Listen,
out.
It's just me not trying to not fall off. I'm like on my stomach holding the horse.
looks like
Listen.
you're trying to ride a mechanical bull.
Ride like the wind, bullseye.
listen, dressage is a top 5 event.
God.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my!
We'll get into that in a minute.
It's the
but,
caprese.
But I want to go back. The breaking thing, right? Because I saw a lot of people that go, "You give me 2 margaritas, I'm an Olympic gold medalist." Okay, no, you're not. That's like saying, "Oh, I won the Royal Caribbean belly flop contest. I could be a diver, an Olympic diver." It's like it's not the same. Okay, it's not the same. Have some respect.
I was watching those.
They've been breaking their whole lives for this.
I was watching
and
those
you keep talking
Yo.
shit, they'll break your neck. All right,
I
let's
was
get back.
I was watching the tandem dives. Absolutely gnarly.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
Dude, though,
Yeah.
that was ridiculous.
Same with like the synchronized swimming.
Those
Like
the Chinese, as they
how-
won it,
how
ridiculous.
synchronized those people are, it's pretty crazy.
You got to watch the or look up the thing on Twitter or X or whatever it's called now, where it's like funny faces divers make right before they hit the water. Bro, it's
Yeah, that is
so
mad funny. That is
bro.
mad
It's
funny.
so funny. It's like a thread of like 37 divers all doing
Yeah,
that.
like
And
while they're diving, like in the
yeah,
air.
it's so funny.
It's really funny. Okay, let's get back into some updates. Sorry.
Okay, so I've given mine. You've given yours.
Yeah, you tell
what do you guys got? Let's get something about your kids, maybe.
You want me to go or you want to go?
You can go if you're ready.
Okay. So one of my daughters, Riley, has started to babble a lot. So she's doing a lot of yeah, ba ba ba, mama. Today, she said dada.
Oh, it's epic.
Clear as day. Clear as day. And when I was trying to get Blake to say dada, she only says mama. I'm like, dude, you fucking kidding me?
But
Like,
Riley
that's
Riley
interesting.
is your kid.
No.
No,
the
Blake is
backwards.
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're both yours.
They're both mine.
Let's
but,
clear
like,
that up
yeah.
real quick. They're
Yeah.
both yours.
Yeah, they're both my kids.
We-
Yeah, but,
said
man,
that.
but like you cover
Blake
Right, right.
is
like you're the
one.
like you're covering the X and like
Yeah,
stretching
yeah.
with the Y.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
Blake is also the one that looks like me.
Dude, I'm not gonna know the names to the faces for like 10 years, just so you know. Like I'm never gonna like. It's so hard for me to remember which face goes to what name.
That's fine.
It's so hard. How do
one-
you remember?
The one that looks like me is Blake.
And the one that
We,
and the one that looks like Strack is Lively.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blake and Lively.
Blake Lively was in Deadpool. Do you know this? She was the female Deadpool.
Yeah,
I
think
haven't watched it yet.
And I
Dude,
think
seen it yet.
the kid Deadpool was their kid.
Yeah, and there
Yeah,
was
like their whole family was
and
in
the daughter was also.
Can we like? I haven't watched this yet.
I haven't
no
seen
spoiler,
it either.
No spoilers. I will not spoil. I watched it, and everybody dies.
Perfect.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it was a phenomenal movie. I mean, like really good. I there's still people that hate it because I don't know. People on the internet just have nothing better to do than hate stuff. But like one of the best movies I've seen in a really long time.
Everybody says it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
really
heard it's
good.
great.
Really good.
I'm not going to say
Yeah,
it.
I do want to see it.
okay.
But yeah, so Riley this morning said "dada," which was pretty awesome. Or actually, it was like it was actually this afternoon. Like we were feeding them dinner. Emily got it on video. Super pumped. I was
Nice.
like, let's freaking go.
Nice.
Other than that, we had our 9-month checkup, and you know how they give you like, oh, your kid's in the whatever percentile. So Riley's head was like 96 percentile. Her length was 96 percentile. Her weight was like 94th percentile. Blake was 99s across the board. Dude.
Let's go.
And they were like,
Linebacker.
they told her, they told me and Emily, they were like, if there was 100th percentile for head circumference, she would be in it. Like they
Blake-
showed the charts,
Yeah.
and like her head size, they did the same thing they did at the 6 month. I was like, listen, whatever the number tells you, like that's gonna be it. Like,
Yeah.
don't worry about measuring it. They did the same thing. They measured it 3 freaking times
Yeah.
because there's no fucking way her head's that big.
So like,
She's got a noggin.
She got
dude.
big ol' head.
so when they do a live action Hey Arnold, she's a lock.
No, because it's not
No,
like
it's not football
It's
head.
not football head.
Oh.
It's not like goofy shaped. It's not like oblong, but it's just
It's like a bowling
it's
ball
there,
head.
bro. It is there.
Nice.
So like it's making it a little tough. So Emily's parents bought like this little like rocking horse kind of thing for him. So like Riley loves to sit on that thing. She'll get on it and like if you stop it, she'll sit there and go 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 because like she wants you to rock her and like stuff. When you set Blake on it, her head's so heavy she literally just goes like.
Tips
Just like
over.
falls over. So like we have to like make sure we're like watching because there's like a little
Yeah.
seatbelt you put on, but the seatbelt doesn't stop them going left or right.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to like stand on the side of her and make sure that she doesn't fall over.
Ivy had a lot of those problems. He was a big noggin
Yeah,
kid.
he had a big head
He was
too.
a big
I
head.
thought Ivy had a huge head until
yeah.
Blake.
She'll grow into it.
Ivy grew into his really well.
He doesn't look disproportionate anymore.
Yeah, I mean I'm hoping that Blake gets like my freakish height and crazy good bod. So that would be
That is a crazy good bod you got.
I agree.
I can't believe you'd wish that upon your kid.
I mean if she gets my height, like she'll definitely grow into her body, right?
How tall are you?
Like 6'2".
No, seriously, but seriously. 6'2" is
6'2". Oh my god.
Everyone knows ish is like plus or minus 5 inches.
Yo, what are you like 5'9"?
Are you 5'9"? Admit, are you actually 5'9" right now? Tell the truth.
Don't lie
So-
to all our viewers.
So I am 5'9" and as close as humanly possible to being 5'10" as you can be without being 5'10".
We'll get the
Respect.
tape measure
Respect.
out.
I respect that.
But I was listed at 6 foot throughout my
Yeah.
entire career.
We'll get
I-
the tape measure out.
and 200 pounds.
And 200 pounds.
I'm sick.
Actually, I think my freshman year, it was either my freshman year or my 6th year. I was listed at 195.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Ryan been about 195 since 6th grade.
You had scouts come and be like, "Where's Ryan Roberson?" No, but like, where's Ryan Roberson?
No, Smoke actually told me that one day a scout showed up, like halfway through the season to come look or whatever, because I was like, I was like killing it, like tearing it up. My numbers were really good, and he was like, "Oh, like where's this Roberson kid?" I'm like, it was when I was like at third base, like messing around when Corbin's hitting or something. He goes, "Oh, that's him at third base." He goes, "Oh, fuck, that guy looks like he ate Roberson."
It's so funny, dude. Somebody was talking about this on the offensive line because I watched. You're wearing a Jaguars jersey, so this is somewhat relevant. But Baselli, right, the Hall of Fame tackle,
Tony.
dude, he is like so skinny now.
Yeah.
Like he's like jacked. And who's the guy from the
Joe
Browns?
Thomas.
Joe Thomas.
Joe
He
Thomas.
did the same thing, like shredded down.
He was like an American Gladiator or something like that.
Jeff Saturday has like shredded down.
Yeah.
And somebody was talking about how offensive linemen, like they either eat whatever they want. They all eat whatever they want, but half of them are like they're blowing up. They're getting way too heavy. They got to check their
Yeah.
weight. They got to try to lose, and half of them are like cannot keep weight on. Just struggle. Me, you, and you. we're in the boat of during the season we're going up.
Oh,
And all the
God,
skinny
yeah.
guys are going down.
Yeah.
You guys were the Will Forks of the world.
I mean, we were the Will
Oh,
Forks.
dude, I gained.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were the yes please, give me another forks.
Yeah.
more forks.
yeah. So that's for those that never have played college sports. You essentially divide the team in half. Half the people are getting fatter during the season, and half the people are losing all of their muscle mass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's because like we would get like pizzas for road trips, and like I would go over to like Tommy Organ, who was like 160 pounds, be like, "Hey, bro, you gonna finish that?"
Dude.
Yeah, Patrick,
After I ate my whole pizza.
like a Patrick Irvin, he would eat one slice, and I'd be like, "Yo, let me get the rest of that."
Shout out,
Shout out.
Patrick Irvin.
Shout out Patrick Irvin.
Yeah, a bus with 40 large pizzas on it is like
The stinkiest place on earth.
No wonder I have an eating disorder now. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
It's also the grossest place on earth.
Fucking the smells
Oh,
on there.
yeah.
It's like, and then it smells so disgusting. You're like, how are you eating? It smells like a toilet in here.
It smelled so gross. I had to get another pizza to keep it in front of my face. That's all I wanted to
That
smell.
makes sense.
I eat because I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy because I eat.
Nice.
You used to have that on here. All right. Well, I guess I'll do a couple.
Bacon temptation omelet.
Nice. I got a few, but I guess I'll start with one. It's time for a little segment.
I think we need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, for those of you that are just joining,
I forgot about that sound clip.
that is our sick kids stories segment opener.
And fun note to self: Cardwell recorded that in my bathroom.
That's a real.
That's
toilet
a real
flushing.
toilet flush with him talking into a microphone and getting the toilet flush. It's like, Carl, you know I could just go find a toilet flush. You don't have to record it next to a toilet.
We'll do it
Not the
live.
same.
Fuck it. No, so it's not bad. But first time he's first off, he's well into teething now. It's like obvious at this point. Like he's very uncomfortable sometimes. He gets really fussy. And I think that's kind of what's setting it off. Tiff also has a little bit of a nasally thing going on, but he's got all the boogers and the very sniffly. And so we've been running through some baby Tylenol.
Have you been using the snot sucker?
No, so I refuse to use that.
Dude, it works. Charm.
No, so we got the bulb and we've got the.
Is he old enough for Motrin yet?
No, that's
Not yet.
6 months. He turned 6 months on the 25th. So right before we go to Michigan for that
Yeah.
wedding, he'll be good to go. But we're trying to hold off on that. He's not like having any fevers or anything. He gets fussy and so I had when Trey he came over to the house earlier today, and I had him. We've got all of our colostrum in his deep freezer, so I had him bring over those.
Wait, what? Here at his house?
Yeah.
Is all Tiffany's colostrum?
Yeah, because we don't.
I didn't
have-
know that was on the table.
Yeah, like so when I make my coffee in the morning.
Yeah. What do you think? Like he paid us.
Well, Kahlua and colostrum.
Kahlua colostrum, my favorite drink. But no, so we don't have a deep freezer. So in a regular freezer, milk and colostrum, all that stuff is only good for.
Hated that.
Is only good
awesome.
only good for 6 months. In a deep freezer, it's good for like over a year. So he's almost 6 months old. So obviously the colostrum is almost 6 months old. So we dropped it off here to try to hold it off. But I had him bring over some just in case he kind of got a little worse. We could hit him with that baby steroids colostrum. But
Really does work wonders.
yeah, so that's pretty much that. With the teething, we found these teether straws. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. They're literally like silicone. They look like straws, but they've got little like hard projections on the ends, and it's great because
I have 40 of them at my house.
yeah. So some stuff, he gets really frustrated because if it goes the wrong way, it pops out of his hands, and then he loses it. These things like you just grab it, and he just like and just starts gnawing on the thing, and they're flexible, so he doesn't drop it. So he's been going to town on them things.
You got to watch that he doesn't like stick it too far.
Yeah, we'll stay away from.
Pretty thick. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, no, it's not like he can like
He ain't
choke-
swallowing
He's not
that
gonna
thing. It's
swallow
huge.
it,
Yeah.
but like it'll definitely like be very uncomfortable for him.
Yeah.
Riley did it. That's the only reason I know.
Yeah.
She because she would grab stuff and like we have those little, you seen those little like pink teethers? So we throw those like in the freezer, but they thaw out really quickly. So we started giving her like the straws, and she literally like jammed one down her throat and was like coughing for like 2 hours.
All right, I'll have to watch out for that.
Yeah, toughy.
But
See, I feel like I sounded very low when I was talking right there.
Well, you weren't talking in the microphone.
My microphone will not freaking move. I used to sit like this all the time.
It's okay.
we'll figure it out.
Joke.
Divorce.
You're just losing it. You're just losing it.
Go get a slice of pizza. Calm down.
Ooh.
There's not
Get you a CBG. Go get yourself a CBG downstairs.
You're still thinking about that CBG, huh?
Oh, I'm taking a bite out of it before I
No,
leave.
you are not.
Wait till you get your lunch tomorrow, bro. You're like, and I'm not even gonna bite it from the end like a normal person. I'm gonna bite right out of the fucking middle like an animal.
You're gonna corn on the cob me.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna corn on the cob. That's CBG burrito. Oh yeah, 100%.
Gosh.
Oh, anyways. Other than that, I had my my first call shift at the hospital since before he was born. Obviously, first call shift back, I got called in the middle of the night. Had to go over there. Did all this stuff. I was getting ready to leave. I think it was like midnight, 12:30. I was trying to leave. They called me right as we were starting to like get ready to eat dinner. So I didn't eat. So I was like, all right, well, there's a Whataburger across the street. I went to go leave the parking lot. My tire was pressure of 9.
Oh, jeez.
So
Did you run over a nail?
yeah. So I
You don't keep a plug kit in your car?
no.
Oh, dude.
Well, you said that was before you went to the hospital?
No, it was on the way. It was when I was leaving.
So you drove with a...
No, I definitely did it. I have slow leak tires,
Oh.
so I definitely did it on the highway, and then
Okay.
over the 2 hours I was at the hospital.
Yeah.
But I got AAA, so I just stayed at the night at the hospital in the call room, and then called AAA the next day. I was like, well, I have him. He might as well come and just fix this thing, so I don't have to deal with it. Took it straight to Toyota. Did a walk-in. They patched it up. It was only $50.
Nice.
It was about as smooth as it could possibly go. And it was like, it took up like, I had to stay at the hospital. But other than that, it was like 3 hours of my day, and I got a brand new tires.
Tires are expensive.
They're
man.
so
Yeah.
expensive.
Dude,
I was
Yeah.
very happy that
It's so
they
funny.
patched it.
I have a plug kit that I've been dying to try out. Like it's like a cool.
Yeah,
plug
I
kit.
keep plug kits in every single one of my vehicles.
Yeah.
Just because like if it's something that I can plug and it can get me to where I can go get the tire replaced, basically it's peace of mind.
Yeah.
Because like my dad has given me plugs in the past that he's like, yeah, dude. He goes, they just wear down and they eventually become part of the rubber kind of thing. But I know that like the science behind plugs, they're not like 100% foolproof, like safe kind of thing. So, like, if I had my kids in my car, I would never continuously drive on a plug. I would plug it, get where I got to go, and change the tire.
Right.
But, yeah, I always keep one in just for, like, that kind of reason. Like, if I'm doing something late at night or whatever it is, I'll just pull the nail out, plug it, fill it up, get home.
I keep a battery to jump my car, air compressor that I can plug in and run, and then I keep a plug.
Yeah.
So for like those 3 scenarios. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about your kid rolling over today? First time in a couple weeks, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, while Trey was there, we were just like sitting there talking about all the podcast crap, and he was just like, "Wham." I was because he's just I
Back
showed
to
him
front or front to back?
belly to back.
Nice.
He I've seen him like basically get 3/4 of the way from back to belly, but I showed Trey. I literally had a thing on my phone of like a Google search of like, my kid has rolled over, but he's too lazy to do it. And like AI was like yelling at me. They're like, kids are not lazy. Babies are not lazy.
What do you guys think?
Interesting. Yes, they fucking are.
Yeah, because he's like, I know that he's done it probably 4 or 5 times now, but it's just like, there's so many times he's just like, he's got his like, he's like way up with his head up on his arms, and he's just like, nah. And he'll just like lay his head down and just be like,
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Bro, Riley does that all the time. She'll like, she'll like roll, like she rolls over and all that stuff, but like we'll be, trying to get her to crawl and like get her up in the crawling position, and she'll like look at you and like slowly just kind of take her head down to the ground. I'm like, I'm doing the work for you.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I know. So like keep doing it. Like,
Yeah.
just like looks at you with that look like, yeah, no, keep going. You're good.
Also, another thing that's been helping me a lot with all this like fussiness from teething, I don't know, all the people out listening don't know, but I play guitar. I have a guitar at the house. Playing guitar like resets his brain. It's like 3 times today he was just like losing his mind, and I was just like, nothing was working. Diaper was fine, wasn't hungry. I just like pulled it out and just like played a little bit, and he just like stopped. And he just like dead eyes, like, ugh. So I was like,
is the teething waking him up in the middle of the night?
He has been waking up probably,
because I know you're going through like that little sleep regression.
He wakes up probably 2 or 3 times. Sometimes he makes it through the night, but he'll wake up probably a couple times a night. But it's not bad. It's literally like in the middle of the night. If you just go in there and like throw a binky in his mouth, he's back out. Just needs something to, numb him up or whatever.
That was like kind of where we got fortunate. Is like I've heard so many horror stories of people that when their kids start teething, the baby starts like waking up again in the middle of the night. And it's like, especially like, so Blake, her top teeth are starting to come in. Like all 4 of them have broken through the gums. And like she's fussy all day, all the normal teething signs and stuff. But like at night, knock on wood, like she hasn't been waking up. Like once we put her down, like she's asleep, she's going to sleep through the night. Riley, we were never really worried about it. It's just like she woke up one morning and had teeth, and we're like, oh shit.
It's coming, dude.
Yeah.
That regression.
Oh yeah,
Tough.
like we know it's gonna come eventually, but we've been very fortunate up to this point. That's what I'm saying. Like we've just been fortunate with the teething aspect that like neither one of them have been waking up again in the middle of the night.
Another thing I've heard with teething is I've heard that they have like a lot of like bowel problems during teething too. Like a lot of kids get like diarrhea and all kinds of that. Well, I haven't noticed anything like that.
That's what the diaper rash with Blake was from. We're pretty sure that like that's when her teeth started to kind of break through. That was when we noticed them. Bro, she had gnarly diarrhea and got like really bad diaper rash.
Interesting. Are you teething? Is that what's going on with you?
That must be it.
Yeah, you must be teething.
I've gone through 10 tubes of Boudreaux in the last week.
Dude, we started buying this other. We don't use Boudreaux's like butt paste stuff anymore. You know the boogie wipes.
Mm-hmm.
They make a spray, dude.
Yeah, a little squirt bottle.
Oh, it's a squirt bottle spray, and it's like 99% zinc oxide. Like that's just like.
So you're just giving them like
some kind of medication.
The Cristiano Ronaldo treatment, the magical soccer spray. They just like and it fixes them up.
Yeah.
It's like a little more like a bidet to you, sir, kind of thing.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, the magic spray.
It comes in like a little spray bottle, and you just spray it on there.
I do love that because it does feel weird. I mean, I know it's my daughter, but it does feel weird, like when you have to like do stuff down there on your daughters and stuff. It's like
I can see that.
You know what I mean? It's like one of those things, and I'm just like. It's something you have to do, and it's like, it's every dad does it, but like,
a spray would be nice.
I still feel weird. At least with the spray, it was like
for me, it was just like
it's one less time
mess.
my hands are in that region,
Yeah, like for me, it was just about less of a mess, and we had tried every other butt paste, cream, everything to try and get rid of the diaper rash. And I don't know if it was just like, hey, we were on the back end of it kind of thing, but like. We started using the boogie wipe thing, and within 2 days, diaper rash was gone.
I mean, it sounds weird, but I get what you're saying. Like, it's just kind of the same thing with like Tiff with Landon. She's not weird about it, but like she doesn't really know what she's doing. Meanwhile, like when I'm cleaning them up, I'm like,
sound effects, dude.
Yeah, like I know exactly how to clean.
That was a bad sound.
What are you, a samurai?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that sounded like you were playing Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja, yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
But no, I've been cleaning my junk for 32 years. I know exactly.
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
doing.
just like
you didn't even know you had balls.
Yeah,
I mean, you still got to clean the fleshy sack.
Yeah, it's just like with girls, especially like when girls go to the bathroom, especially like when they poop and stuff, like it gets everywhere, and you got to like get it out of everywhere, and it just like feels weird.
It gets everywhere with boys too.
Yeah, but like it gets like in places with girls, and you got to like get it out, and it just feels weird. Like as a dad, like it's almost like you're like.
Would you rather be pinching your son's dick?
Yeah, dude. Babies have tiny wieners. It's really hard to like make sure everything's all nice and clean.
I don't know, dude.
It's weird. Both of them are weird.
It's just weird in general.
Yeah. I can't tell you how weird it is because I've never done what you've done. You've never done what I've done. But
it's
weird.
It's
weird. It's weird.
No, I get it. You got to do it. And it's like dad, dude. It's just like it does feel like
it's shitty.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dynamite.
So That fucking laugh track's terrible. I had another update. So we got rid of our containment zone playpen. So Ivy has had a playpen that we would just put, if we're like, I need a break for like 2 seconds. This kid's running around. He's driving me nuts. Put him in the playpen. You can get a little bit. He might scream, but at least you know he's not getting into, craziness. I took it all down. I gave it to Jaime. Jaime's now going to take the playpen, and I have no containment zone for the kid now. So if he's going nuts and he's running around the house, it's like you got to chase him.
Also, that playpen is bigger than my house.
It's huge, dude.
Yeah, they do take up a lot of space.
I'll take it.
Did you set it up?
No, but Tiff was like, I told her, I was like, well, my plan was to put it in like, the little sunroom workout area. She's like, you realize we're going to have to take every single thing out of this room to fit that in there, and then it's probably still not going to fit. I was like,
yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I got one. I got one. You can use mine. I got one. And mine's super easy. It's like literally pulls up and pops in like a pack and play. It's
mine is like a erector set. I don't know. It's very hard to put together and figure out, but once it's up, it works. It's really nice.
It's like Lincoln Logs.
See, I thought you said, because I asked you once before, you must not have understood. Like, I thought you said, because it all goes into different areas. Like, you can put it in different shapes and all that whatnot. But I thought you also said that you can take out sections and make it smaller.
That's the other
or bigger.
one.
That's the other one.
That's the other one.
Oh, that's the one that I thought you gave me.
What? I said I'm taking this thing down. It was sitting in my living room and it had it's like the fabric, right? And you're like, I'll take that. You pointed right at it, so I'll take it. If you want the other one, I'll give you the other one. Like the one that's like bendy.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you get it.
I don't think I get it. I said, I'm taking this down. You said, I will take it.
No, I don't think you get it.
You don't get it, dude.
You just don't get it.
But don't take it out of the back because it's a lot of pieces and it's a mess. So if you want the other one, because then you can conform it and whatever, you can take that other one.
I remember watching Megan trying to put that thing together.
Oof.
And it looked like a nightmare. And I was like, I felt bad because like I'm like watching her do it, and she was like, hey, can you see if you can like snap this piece? I'm like, no, because that's your thing and I don't want to break it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get like affiliate links so that when we talk about stuff like this, I can throw it in a description so people know what we're talking about. But there's two different versions. One is like a rigid square fabric with metal rods that go into it, which is the one that's difficult and is one shape. There's also a plastic, and then there's multiple panels, so you can take each of these 18-inch panels and push them in any shape that you want, and it really conforms well to the room. The panel one is great for the younger because they can't really move it, but as soon as they realize that they can move it and shake it and earthquake it and break it, like then it's over. But the other will work up until they're a lot older. So I just figured he was going to just jump right to the older one and take it. But yeah, there are two. It's hard to describe for the viewing audience or the listening audience, but there's two different versions of the same concept. One is fabric on the bottom, on the sides, metal rods, and then the other one is little panels that you can adjust in shape, which I like the panels because they fold all the way up and they're very portable, and you could take it to a tailgate and let your kid, do like baby cockfighting and stuff.
Nice.
Oh.
Speaking of tailgates, I do have another update. I got a new truck.
Oh.
After all this
I
insurance.
saw
you have a laugh, dude. You have a
Dude, I got to do the laugh track?
No,
yeah.
No,
Don't
DJ.
you have-
Hold on. DJ air horn.
Nice.
Dude, you said we were going to play the Whopper sound every episode. And we haven't played that in like 10 episodes.
Yeah, because
Probably more than that.
You know what else?
I was building
You
it up.
said early on, I listened back, I think it was the first episode. Or no, I think it was the Hangover Cure was first episode.
Yeah, I think so.
And you said, I said, no, doing the No No Cha Cha. And then you said you could give 200 alternative names for the No No Cha Cha, one per episode for the first 200 episodes. And you just stopped,
Wow,
dude.
you
didn't even commit to
Wow, bro.
Clapping cheeks.
Damn.
Knocking boots. Doing the dirty.
it.
Those
Those are the same ones you said.
Is that what I said?
That's what you said.
Same three.
And then we said that's 3. And then you
The
said
cha-cha slide.
No, that's not what you said. The Cha Cha mudslide, I think.
Daddy, chill.
Gross.
So
Yo,
yeah,
Hawk
but
Tua.
then I think what we're gonna do is episode 200. Mark your calendar. You're given 200 alternative names.
I'll make sure I have my list ready to go.
200 names. Abs' list of 200 alternative names for the No No Cha Cha.
And we only got 160 to go.
It's a long episode.
Jeez.
All right. So
I'll be ready.
are we done with updates?
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I have one more.
Jesus Christ.
And this is funny. So Kennedy, this is a big deal. Kennedy went pee on the toilet today.
Hey.
Whoa.
Right, but hear me out.
On or
it's
in?
not in the toilet, but it's kind of fake. So Janie's parents are in town right now. Janie's parents showed up. They brought like the little baby toilet seat that goes on the real toilet seat. So we don't have like a little separate toilet or anything like that. So I'm like about to leave. I'm dressed, ready to go to the podcast. I'm like going in. They're all in the bathroom. It's bath time. I walk in the bathroom because I'm like going to say goodbye to everybody. And Janie and her mom. So Janie does this every time. Right before she puts Kennedy in the bath, she just sits her on the toilet for a second. And like just to like get comfortable sitting on the toilet or whatever. And so Janie goes, she never pees in the toilet, but the second I put her in the tub,
it's the water.
She pees
warm water, yeah.
instantly.
Yeah.
And so I walk, I guess she tells her mom this, right? I walk in the bathroom, I'm going to go say goodbye to everybody to leave. And it's Janie holding Kennedy on the toilet, and Janie's mom is pouring water from the bathtub on Kennedy.
No.
And I walk and I go, what the hell is going on in here? And they go, every time she touches the water, she pees. And like they did a couple pours, like nothing. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, she's peeing.
She's gonna start when she learns to potty train herself. She's gonna pour water over her.
She's gonna be
like sit on the toilet.
She's
and
gonna
pour
be like
water
that
on her
kid
head.
that's like, oh, I can't pee without the sink running.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you're so weird, man.
This is the weirdest fucking bidet I've ever sat on.
That's awesome.
I was like, what are you guys doing? But then then she peed in the
I
toilet.
asked our daycare, and they said they don't even start potty training until they're like 2.5.
Yeah.
So it's not like, so my son is in what they call toddler 3. There's toddler 4, still no potty training, and then the next class when they start potty training.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's it. What
So-
you got?
The only thing that I had, because I knew we were going to go long because we haven't talked in 2 weeks, and you know that we can't shut up. I know we did the Olympics episode. Olympics is ending, so I just want to know what was everybody's favorite stuff. What sucked? You know what did y'all think?
You know what sucked? That one pole vaulter, man. Poor guy. He's
Big
blessed.
dong, dude.
He's blessed from the waist down, and it cost him the gold medal.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
And that just tells me that those
So
pole
you're-
vaulting-
What was his name? Dick Hertz? What was his name?
I think it was Dixie Enormous.
So Trey, I think we found a good Olympic event for you.
Pole vaulting my dick? What? I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Yeah, because you don't got to worry. I mean, you can get right over
Small
Oh,
dick
I
joke.
get it,
I
joke.
get it.
Nice.
It-
I thought it was a big dick compliment. It was
that
a
one
small
didn't
dick joke.
work. That one wasn't good.
Hold on, can you do like no? Give
No.
yourself a like
I did. I wasn't the one laughed. The people laughed.
all our live studio audience.
Yeah.
No, I mean we talked about breaking. We talked about Yusuf, the Stone Cold Assassin.
Yeah.
Ray gun.
I watched one of the things I watched today in the Olympics. I thought was pretty fascinating was I watched the 5K in the Olympics, and
the American
American came in
beat
third.
beat the Ethiopians.
Yeah, and a Norwegian guy came in first. But it was I was like tracking. I was like, oh, there's 4 laps to go. They got a mile left. They ran after running 2.2 miles, right? They ran the last mile in like 4 minutes, maybe under 4 minutes.
Damn, dude.
It was crazy. Like, could you imagine running 2 miles and then run?
Nope.
It's crazy.
No, just
I
no.
couldn't imagine running 2 miles.
I can't even like heat up a hot pocket in that.
And Janie's dad was like they're running like minute 15 laps around the track. I was like, I couldn't even do that one time.
When are they gonna put the beer mile in the Olympics?
I would watch that.
That's a good one. I mean
break dancing's in there. The beer mile isn't. Come on, dude.
we never did the beer mile on your bachelor cruise. We should have done that.
Yeah.
That would have been a good.
It was such a good idea.
That would have been a good time. That would have been a good
Speed
time.
walk.
Other sports in the Olympics. I mean, Katie Ledecky in the pool. She's pretty phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, she's like a completely different human, dude.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
like
sick.
And that Gretchen chick that does the butterfly. Her
yeah.
arms are
dude,
huge.
I was reading a thing about like just like the different, like how different like Olympic athletes are, right? Like just specifically swimmers. And the article said that Michael Phelps, like, because it was talking about Michael Phelps and how like his body, like the reason he won all the time and like still holds all these records is like his body didn't produce I forget what it's like, lactic acid. His body didn't produce lactic acid, so he never got tired.
Crazy.
Yeah, like how wild is
Probably
that?
from all that weed he smoked.
Maybe it was something, but like, and it was like his body didn't produce lactic acid.
Also, he
his
was built like a platypus.
His ankles could like, he could like rotate his ankles like a certain way, and it was like 20 degrees more than like normal people.
He also had webbed feet.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's cheating.
Talking out of
That's
your
steroids.
ass. 99. He does not
he
have.
actually did.
Google it.
No, we'll do it at the end.
Fact check it.
Yeah, let's fact check that. No,
No,
I want to fact check that right now.
Robo's fact checking it right now.
Does Michael
Hold on, don't
Phelps
talk.
have
Hold on.
webbed
Just everybody
feet?
pause. Nobody say anything until Robo fact checks it.
Fat checks it.
Fact check it.
Come on.
It doesn't say anything about webbed feet.
Boom.
Dude,
You didn't think we could fact check you, did you?
like what the
Not wrong.
He
What?
does not have webbed feet.
Anyways.
Just
Feet, go to feetfinder.com and search Michael Phelps.
Seriously.
I had something.
Go to Only Feet.
He's got really big feet.
Ah, that's what it was. Big feet. Yep. Classically mistaken for webbed feet.
No, I swear.
Nah, dude. I think Michael Phelps was like. I think the Anunnaki came and like blessed Michael Phelps with like additional genomes.
Who? The who?
The Anunnaki.
I don't know what that is.
Google it. Fact check.
Fact check that.
Fact check
I
it.
didn't know.
I have another thing. Fact of the day.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you know what a group of pandas is called?
A dick for.
Panda-monium.
Nice.
Panda-mall canal. That's all I got.
Are you going to give us the answer?
It's called Panda Express.
A pandemic.
Dude, we're on fire. Dude, we're on fire. Dude, we're on fire.
It's called it's called an embarrassment.
I don't get it.
That's literally what it is. It's there. It's like, you know how you like a pack of
Fact
dogs.
check that.
Fact check it.
Let's fact check that right now.
We got to fact
Yeah,
check
like you have a pack
What's
of
a
dogs.
group of pandas called?
It's an embarrassment of pandas.
We're gonna fact check it right now.
I thought this was going to be a joke. Is this like a serious thing? Let's see. Fact check.
An embarrassment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well
very
done.
nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
You know
One
what?
for two.
So
That's-
I finally found our spirit
That is
animals.
a fun fact.
Yeah.
Pandas. We're just pandas.
We're an embarrassment.
Panda.
Yeah.
Panda. I got bros.
Well,
That would
Atlanta.
have been a perfect time.
No.
Like as soon as Trey
Oh,
said, "Yeah,
man.
we're an embarrassment." Outro.
That would have.
Well, but
you
that
know,
would mean that
missed
we'd be
it.
polished, and we're only a year in.
How
Yeah.
long have we been doing this for? What time is it?
Hour and 7 minutes.
Okay, great. Let's wrap it up. All right. So, future episodes coming up. As most of you know, NFL preseason has kicked off this week. We are getting ready for. I don't want to speak for the whole group, but I will say everybody in this room's favorite episode of the year.
Yes.
Audience's least favorite.
Yes.
100%.
Right? It's our favorite episode of the year.
Yes.
Audience's least favorite. Talking about fantasy football.
We will be doing a pre-draft special, giving our strategies out, and a post-draft recap of how bad Cardwell messed up his draft.
This is for us. This is for us.
This is for
the
us.
the 1 week a year. But me and Trey talked about it, and we are going to try to find a way to still give the normal weeks
Yeah. So
Dad Vice episode.
So-
Those are going to be bonus episodes for the diehards
Oh.
out there.
yeah. So
Okay.
you can
I
just
like
skip
that.
them
That'll
if you
be
don't
good.
like them.
I
How
like
do we-
that.
We're gonna
How
try.
do we
We're gonna keep them
live-
tight.
Can we live stream the draft?
We could on Twitch.
We'd get canceled.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
we'd
going to be
we'd get-
reckless.
Also,
Yeah.
like I need to be
Nasty thing.
focused up. So all right, so upcoming episodes you'll get a pre-draft, post-draft. You'll get a Madam and Dadden rating update.
Boys' Day.
You'll get potentially a boys' day. So a lot of stuff coming up here in the next couple episodes. Drop a like, drop a subscribe. Check out the Bierstick website, promo code DADVICE. Check out our merch if you want some Blanky Boys merch. If you want the recipe for a M&M casserole, check us out. Links in the description. Buy some merch. We appreciate you listeners. You allow us to hang out once a week. We love you. And that's all we got.
Bada bing, bada boom.